Hey, good morning, guys. I hope you guys are having a good day. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins, and I'm a finance guy. And I wanted to give you guys a quick breakdown on what's happening in the stock market. This is another good day. The market's been doing great lately, and so we're going to break this down on the Black Financial Channel in just 1 second. So go ahead and come on in and get comfortable, and we're going to get the party started. Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to the Black Financial Channel, theblackfinancialchannel.com. That's where we talk about financial news and commentary from a Black perspective. And we do it every day, all the time, constantly, repeatedly, over and over again, all throughout the day to give you updates on what's happening in the world of finance. And why do we do that? Well, because we care about Black people and we want Black people to be wealthy and we want you. And I want to use every ounce of my PhD to help you and your family overcome any concerns or fears you may have about investing, building wealth, and becoming whatever it is you'd like to become. Now, do me a favor, please hit the thumbs up button. Put your hashtag B1 in the chat. Hashtag B1 means that you're Black first. We put the Black community first on issues of economics, reparations, things like that. So, hashtag B1 in the chat if you agree with that philosophy. I cannot talk about financial stuff without talking about it through the lens of Blackness. Doesn't mean you have to be Black to be here. There are people that come to the channel every day who are not Black, and you are welcome to join us as well. But I need y'all to just understand in this space, Blackness is my top concern. That's what I want to see the community win. All right, guys. First of all, McCann, let's congratulate him. He said he hit his first 1,000, many more to come. Good for you, brother. Good for you, man. I got to put that up there. I'm very happy for you. Everybody give this brother a digital round of applause. Let him know that you're proud of him. And that's what a Black man is supposed to do. A Black man is supposed to plan for his future. And you don't have to have money in the bank to be wealthy. You know, wealth is a lot deeper than just how much cash you have. The wealth is about your attitude. It's about what kind of man you are or what kind of woman you are. It's about what you're doing for your kids. It's about what you're doing with the resources you do have. You know, you got a brain, you got knowledge out here you can pick up. You got a lot of things you could do that don't have anything to do with money. So congratulations, my brother. I'm very happy for you. All right, so here's what's going on with the stock market right now. The market looks like it's going to have a good day. The big conversation topic for today is AstraZeneca and Oxford. They just issued yet another vaccine for the virus. So the stock market has reacted very favorably. And most stock market news is centered around developments on the vaccine. So the vaccine, which by the way, I'm not going to take a vaccine. I think the vaccine should be given to vulnerable populations, senior citizens, pre-existing conditions, things like that. I don't know honestly how interested I am in taking a vaccine that hasn't had long-term testing. I spoke to a doctor this weekend, and this doctor said that most vaccines have years and years of clinical trials, and this one has only had a few months, and there's no knowledge yet of what the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 year effects of the vaccine happen to be. So I'm not sitting here telling you what to do. I'm just here to tell you that you should do what's best for your family. Nobody should be allowed to tell you what to do. So, but the vaccine's out, and if you're an investor, it's going to be good for you money wise. The stock market is reacting very favorably to these results. We now have three major companies that have issued working vaccines that have boosted the stock market. So the stock market news is very favorable because the vaccine is arriving, and the biggest impact the vaccine is going to have is letting the world feel safe, and feeling safe and feeling comfortable and things like that is very important for consumer behavior. You got Black Friday coming up. You know, Black Friday, you need people shopping, you need people spending money. Dropping that loot on all the things that they want to spend on. Now, I'm encouraging you, if you're gonna spend, you gotta buy Black. I mean, really, come on now. You got thousands and thousands, actually millions of Black-owned businesses, and they can use your support. So that's what I call financial consciousness, keeping the money in your community. So, and a lot of y'all got Black business owners right there in your own family, ain't getting no attention. You know, your little cousin started their business, and every time they post something on Facebook, you just kind of scroll past it. At least hit the like button. At least type, good job, cuz. I'm proud of you. Way to go, cuz. One day you'll be worth $1 billion, right? Just give them some encouragement, right? So, anyway, with Black Friday coming up, Christmas shopping coming up, you need consumers spending. The stock market, it really needs people out there doing what they normally do at Christmas. I think a lot of people see this as the great reset for American politics, the American economy, all these other things, and so you got a new president. Theoretically, anyway, you're supposed to have a new president, but nobody knows how that's going. And also, you're supposed to have a rejuvenated economy that results from a massive, massive haul during Christmas, which could set everything back on track. But really, if you're a stock market investor and you've been consistent, you're doing pretty well. We can't complain. This has been a great year for the stock market, and I just really feel sorry for the people that still haven't decided to try it yet. So now we've got three vaccines. We've got AstraZeneca, Pfizer, and Moderna. I think Moderna, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Moderna's vaccine was the best, 95% effectiveness or something like that. China and Russia both have their own vaccines. The Chinese have inoculated nearly 1 million people with a vaccine from one company, but 1 million people is nothing in China. I mean, literally, China has 1 billion people. So 1 billion is 1 million 1,000 times over. So if they've inoculated 1 million people, they've got to do that 1,000 times to get their population. So they got a long way to go. Also, Russia says they have a pretty good vaccine, and so you got vaccines kind of everywhere. And then also you got emergency approval from Regeneron for a drug to treat the vaccine. And then lastly, you're going to have companies like CVS that are going to make money, setting up testing sites and everything else. A lot of people have made a ton of money on testing, by the way. Everybody and their mama is doing these tests now. And because it's kind of like this sort of state of emergency sort of thing, almost like going to war. And if you know anything about war, you know that war is profitable. Somebody's always made, whenever there's a war, somebody's getting paid. That let's just keep it 100. I mean, because you need mass production of different things. It might be food or weapons or whatever. So whoever's producing whatever's needed to fight that battle is going to get rich. So right now, people are getting rich from massive amounts of testing. I think that's why you're seeing the results so high, is because every state is testing like crazy. Test, 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 test. And then also you're going to have companies making money from distributing the vaccine, creating the vaccine, and also companies just treating people that are affected. And then also there are other side industries developing, like I know a lot of therapists, for example, who are making a ton of money because now their patient load is increased from all the people that are going crazy from the pandemic and being locked in the house and very depressed and things like that. So this thing is really, really shaking up the world quite a bit. And so there's a lot happening financially out here. Now, as we move forward, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, and also financialworkbooks.com, that URL that's on the screen. That's where we have financial workbooks and flashcards for children. So if you want your kids to get ahead of the curve and you want your children to have a bright future economically, get them started on economics and wealth early. You want to do that early. So you want them going to wealth camp as early as they're going to football camp and basketball camp. Football camp and basketball camp probably won't ever help them pay bills when they grow up. But if they learn wealth and the pillars of wealth at an early age, then they're going to be extremely successful. They won't have any of the problems that a lot of you and I had. So do them that favor and get them started early. Okay, so let's see. Jacera says, this is so true. I'm a retired Army veteran, and now I'm blind due to taking a vaccine while in the military. Whoa, y'all reading this? Now, Jacera, I don't know Jacera. I just met Jacera, and I'm really really sorry to hear that. Did you hear that, Alicia? I'm sitting here with Alicia, and we're kind of freaking out over this comment. Well, we pray for you. Oh my God, that's wow, wow. Well, first of all, thank you for your service. All the veterans that are in the building, shout yourselves out. We have tremendous respect for veterans here. For some reason, I attract a lot of veterans to the platform. And I think it's because most of the military folks I know, like my father, they don't spend a lot of time whining about how hard it is to be black. They spend time solving problems. They'd rather pursue the mission and get the job done than to sit and whine about how the enemy is dominating you. That only makes the enemy stronger. So shout out to the veterans that are here. So yeah, I'm very sorry to hear that. Now this shouldn't be an alarm bell for anybody else. If you want to do the vaccine thing, that's okay. But I think it's very important to have a balanced conversation. I don't like discussions where it's just everybody needs to take it. It's completely safe. And if you say anything other than that, then you're a bad person. You're a pariah. We're going to attack you. No, we don't do that. We don't do that here. We do freedom of thought here. I know that that's not popular to allow people to have freedom of thought, freedom of speech, and freedom of expression. but that's what we do here, and that's what the way it's always going to be. So anyway, moving forward, so hit the thumbs up button, share, and subscribe button. If you're watching on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever we go live if you haven't done that yet. All right, so here's what else is happening. In addition to great stock market news and the stock market, which again, it looks like based on the time I'm doing this recording, which is before the opening of the markets, it looks like today's going to be a good day, as Ice Cube used to say. It's the markets are gonna jump. A lot of the stocks that are doing well because of their recovery are going to do well. I'm very happy to be a Royal Caribbean investor because Royal Caribbean and another one, American Airlines, that I own a lot of, Carnival Cruise Lines that I own a lot of, are all going to probably benefit tremendously from this. What I'm interested in seeing is how long it takes for this cloud of fear to disappear, where every day they're announcing the new headlines, new record headlines on the number of cases. Now, I'm honestly more concerned and more interested in the effects of the cases. Most people I know who've had the virus have not gotten sick, right? So if you're not getting sick, honestly, it just means, okay, you need to quarantine and be safe. But that there's a difference between catching something that's going to kill you and catching something that's going to just where you just say, okay, I got the cooties, right? And I don't want to pass it to anybody. So when the headlines finally get better and the rosier, which I think will occur once the vaccine starts to be administered, then you're going to start to see a different tone, a different mood in the country. You're going to start seeing people that are going to feel less fearful, and I think that's going to be a boost for the market. I really do. Now, the benefit of the crazy negative headlines, because they just seem to sort of crave more of these COVID headlines. I just really think the media is kind of interesting that way. The benefit of these crazy negative headlines is that it's creating a sense of alarm that's rushing government officials to act. Right, they're rushing to give emergency approval to Regeneron, so for their treatment. They're rushing to give emergency approval for the distribution of the vaccine. Right, maybe they're going to rush to do a stimulus package. Right, so they're going to run in and say, oh my God, we got to do all these things. We got to change. We got to fix. Right. Well, that's going to be good for you as an investor because every time they do a stimulus package, you get paid. Every time they emergency approve a vaccine, you get paid. Every time they push forward to offer more treatment to people, through Regeneron and companies like that, you get paid. So I want you to get paid. So I'm actually okay, even though I don't like all the negative headlines if they're scaring people unnecessarily. I mean, I literally know a couple people who've been in their house and have not left the house in 7 months, and that makes me very sad for them. But at the same time, it is what it is, right? So I'm just telling you what I'm seeing so that hopefully you can benefit from this. Now, one more thing that's really going on, that's really interesting is crypto and Bitcoin. Now, how many of you in here own Bitcoin or XRP or any cryptocurrency? Anybody own any cryptocurrency? Give me a yes or no in the chat if you own cryptocurrency. By the way, hit the thumbs up button, and also while I look for the answers, I want you to text the word "voice" to 31996, and I'll send you a text alert a couple times a week, let you know when we're live. And also the Black Stock Market Weekend, that URL is up there if you want to go take a look. We did a whole weekend of an 11-step stock selection methodology that I use for my own stocks. I broke it all down and formalized it. So if you want to go download those slides and get all those materials, the recording's available. So it's the blackstockmarketweekend.com. So within one weekend, you can literally know more than 95% of all people in the stock market. I've been teaching this stuff for 30 years, so I know this stuff pretty well. All right, so yeah. So here's the deal. If you don't know crypto yet, I encourage you to maybe take a look. I'm not telling you what to do, but I'll say I really feel like crypto is about to blow. Remember when 50 Cent said, I'm patiently waiting to blow? Right? Or anybody old enough to remember when Snoop Dogg came out on Dr. Dre's deep cover album, and everybody heard Snoop Dogg's verse and was like, "Oh my God, I can't wait till this guy's solo album comes out." So his solo album came out. He became the first rap artist, I think, in history to be on the cover of Time magazine before his debut album was released. Right? I feel like this with crypto. I feel like crypto is about to drop an album that's gonna like be number one on the charts. I feel like you're getting kind of a simmering of the volcano before it's about to blow. And why do I feel this way? I think a lot of it really comes down to what's happening with mainstream acceptance of Bitcoin and XRP and some of the other cryptos. I really think that the fact that there are now more platforms offering consumers the ability, or and investors the ability to buy crypto, is going to accelerate the ownership of crypto as a store of value, and or for speculative reasons as a type of digital gold, if you will, because Bitcoin's supposed to be in limited supply. I think it's also going to accelerate the use, or the potential use, of Bitcoin as a medium of exchange, which right there, that's gonna blow the socks off the value, right there, right. It's all about usage. The thing about currency is that currency becomes more valuable the more people see that value, the more people want to actually be associated with that currency. The more you believe in something, the more it becomes real. It's like Peter Pan, when they asked, do fairies exist? And they said, fairies exist if you believe they exist, which is really true, right? Fairies exist if you believe they exist. So Bitcoin is valuable if you believe it's valuable. I believe that people are starting to believe that it's very valuable. I believe people are starting to see the value, and so while Bitcoin has been blowing up like crazy, XRP has been insane. Um, I think that you're gonna see even more insanity. There are people talking about Bitcoin going up to $100,000, and I don't know if that's the highest estimate I've seen, but I mean it's kind of crazy, right? It doesn't mean you should buy it. Like every Bitcoin is, I think, $18,000 now, or 17 something. But you don't have to buy a whole coin. That's the key. Like you can buy $10, $20 worth of Bitcoin. You don't have to buy $17,000 worth. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you in terms of what I've been making money on. I think this week I made the most money on crypto, and I literally almost fell out of the bed when I looked at my Coinbase account and saw what XRP has been doing for the past month. I think it went up 80% in a month. That's insane. That's insane. Now, is that going to continue? Nobody knows. It's just like 2017 when I was warning you guys consistently that crypto is a very bad market. It's a very volatile market. The market has a lot of what they call information asymmetry. There are liquidity issues. There are all kinds of things there that say buyer beware, be very careful. But as crypto moves into the light and becomes more mainstream, I think these markets are going to become more stabilized and fairer and more transparent and safer to invest in. So I don't put more than 10% of my portfolio on crypto, but as I as I've been saying to you guys consistently for the last 3 or 4 years, I want to be there when it blows up. Okay, I just want to be there when it blows up. All right. So anyway, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. And in case you want to know what we're doing this week for Black Friday week, we actually have a Black Stock Market Family Pack, where if you have kids and a family and you want to get your whole family started on investing, create a new investing culture within your family, we've actually dropped the price of the Black Stock Market Family Pack down by 72%, but it's only going to be available for another 24 hours. So feel free to go to theblackfamilypack.com. That's the URL right there. You can take a look, make a decision. There's a payment plan, all kinds of stuff. There's a 30-day, 100% money back guarantee if you're not happy for any reason. And we have that in the Black Business School. And that's something that, because we want to compete with these universities that we're charging you $40,000 a year. We're better than they are, and also we focus on Black wealth and Black people, and that's it. We don't, we're not, when I was at Syracuse University and I taught there, I didn't get a sense that they were really happy about Black students being there, but they were definitely happy to take their money. And a lot of these students are still in debt 20 years later. So I started the Black Business School because I felt like it could be done better. I felt like you could gather Black PhDs and lawyers and business owners and teach Black wealth in a way that is specific to the Black community and our unique challenges and goals as a people. So that's what the Black Business School is all about. So the blackfamilypack.com, that is kind of the latest offer. And also toward the end of the week, we're actually relaunching the Black Wealth Bootcamp. The Black Wealth Bootcamp was really popular about 2-3 years ago. We did it and it was great. And then we did some other things, and now we actually circle back around because so many of you asked for the Black Wealth Bootcamp again. So the Black Wealth Bootcamp, we're going to do an offer on that probably Thursday. I think it's Thursday when the offer goes out. So keep your eyes open for that as well. If you're interested, I hope you'll consider just taking a look. And if you're not happy for any reason, we will give you your money back. So I want to make that 100% clear. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for listening. It was great talking to you. I will tell you, first of all, as the stock market makes its moves all day today, I'll probably pop in a couple more times. And also, just know that that the market right now, the reason you're seeing the market going in a favorable direction while all the other economic indicators are going negative is because the stock market is looking long term. The stock market is not worried about what happened Tuesday or what's going to happen on Friday. The stock market is worried about what's going to happen in the next 5 or 10 years. And believe me, when I say that you are part of a strong economy, there is no question at all. I mean, this economy is roaring. It is powerful, and it's going to keep on moving. I don't think this virus is enough to slow it down or stop it. It's just a little bit of a detour. So take care, guys. Hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe to something. You see us doing stuff anywhere, just hit the subscribe notification bell. That way you can be in our ecosystem and we'll benefit your life. So take care, guys. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon. Be good. Peace.